What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Chance Bishop Show for episode 9 of our MLB The Show 24 Pittsburgh Pirates franchise mode. Take a look here. The Phillies have won the 2024 World Series over the Yankees. It is a 2009 rematch right there. Yankees still looking for their 28th ring. Phillies have 3 now. Ohtani wins MVP. Gallen Cy Young. Harper wins the batting title. Good for Bryce. Iglesias wins reliever. Paul Skeens wins Rookie of the Year at 20-3 on the season. Harper gets the Hank Aaron. Lopez gets the Gold Glove. Patrick Bailey gets the Gold Glove. Goldie gets the Gold Glove. And then, yeah, we're just gotta go through. Look at that. Ke'Bryan Hayes, back-to-back Gold Glove Award winner right there. You like to see that there for good old Ke'Bryan Hayes. Jason Hayward's now a productive outfielder. Ohtani gets Silver Slugger for the DH role. Any Pirates right here? Any Pirates gonna get any Silver Sluggers? I'm assuming not. There's a couple positions they probably... Oh, Rooker. I forgot. We do have Rooker. 38 home runs there. You get Silver Slugger for the outfield. You like to see that one right there. Harper wins postseason MVP. It's his second postseason MVP. And Johan Rojas wins World Series MVP. Batted .407, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs. Juan Soto wins MVP there for the Yankees, second in 3 years. Pablo Lopez wins the Cy Young. Okay. Robertson wins the reliever of the year. Colton Cowser wins Rookie of the Year. Back-to-back Orioles right there, winning Rookie of the Years. All right. So as we go through here, the Gold Glove Award winners, take a look, see if anyone stands out. Paul DeYoung right there. Okay. Dalton Varsho beats out Stephen Kwan, Mullins, and Tucker. Second for Tucker in 3 years. Jordan regains his Silver Slugger. Let's see. Altuve gets a second one in 3 years. Paredes. We got Gunnar Henderson. We got Juan Soto. Mike Trout's healthy finally. Aaron Judge gets another. Only 24 home runs for Aaron Judge, which is wild. Juan Soto right there. He gets postseason MVP. The contract for our hitting coach has expired, so we're going to try to do in this series, do a little better at showing who our coaching staff is. I know in the past we've kind of glossed over it, never really shown it, but we're trying to get into just who is actually on this team. Take a look here at those who have retired, who are going to kind of join our coaching staff. All right, gets our hitting coach. All right, any Jordan Lyles, Carlos Carrasco hangs up the spikes. Max Scherzer as well. Charlie Morton finally hangs it up. Jake Diekman retires. Patrick Corbin finally calls it quits. Keuchel retires. We got Puig retiring. Charlie Blackmon, surprise, he's going to retire right there. James Paxton retires, which is a surprise. We got Trevor Bauer retiring. JBJ retires. We have Madison Bumgarner. A little unfortunate right there. Mad Bum retires. Robbie Cano retires. Cueto is still in the league. He retires due to age. Corey Dickerson retires, which is unfortunate right there. Let's see, any other names down here? Cam Gallagher had a little bit in the big leagues. Same thing with Yan Gomes. Billy Hamilton retires and really lived up to his hype. Josh Harrison retires. Gunnar Hoglund. I'm pretty sure Gunner's young, though. Why did Gunnar Hoglund retire? That's a strange one. Evan Longoria retired. That's an unfortunate one. Did consider bringing him in last season, so sucks to see him, hanging up, without being able to go out with like a ring or anything like that. So a real shame to see Evan Longoria go. All right, anyone else though? Willie Peralta, Brett Phillips, AJ Pollock. Brett Phillips, fan favorite over there when he was in Tampa. Darren Ruff, Hyun-Jin Ryu retires. Okay, Hyun-Jin Ryu. That's a surprising one right there, honestly. Daniel Vogelbach retires, which is a shame right there. He's another one of those fan favorite players just because you like it when he runs. Dude's a real fun guy to watch, move it. Max Scherzer's going to retire as a National, 225 and 119, 323 ERA, 3,400 strikeouts, 3,000 innings pitched. Wow. Way to go, Max Scherzer. Welcome to the Hall of Fame, brother. He deserves it. Head of the Players Union right there. And here we go, Derek Shelton. He's been the manager. He's overseen a lot of losing here in Pittsburgh. Yeah, I don't think we're going to keep him back. I get it. He's only got one more year. What's the worst he can do? We're not going to do it. We're going to be offering Stephen Vogt a contract, a 4-year contract worth $16 million. $4 million a year there for Stephen Vogt, the former catcher. He was with the Guardians the past season, so I'm surprised they let him go. A couple managers that are surprising that they'll let go. We're also going to bring in Carl Willis to be our hitting coach here. Offer him a 4-year deal for $3 million a season for Carl Willis. +2 to drag bunting. Not really what I want, but it is what it is. Stephen Vogt's going to accept the manager role there for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So Pittsburgh has themselves a new skipper in Stephen Vogt. Stephen here, he's only, 39 years of age? He's a year older than Andrew McCutchen here, who we're going to be offering a 2-year, $6 million contract extension to. Platoon role for Kutch. He's going to be kind of our 4th outfielder. Take a look at the free agents that are available for this free agency class. And I think one thing going into this series is when we were at Baltimore last year, we kind of started signing a bunch of big free agents. It's not a very Baltimore thing to do. I think same thing here with Pittsburgh is Pittsburgh doesn't go after the big free agents. They don't go after the Bregmans. They don't go after the Juan Sotos, the Corbin Burns. They don't go after those guys. They are a lot of homegrown players. So focus on Paul Skeens. Focus on Jared Jones, Anthony Salamento, the guys that are in the minor leagues. Focus on those guys, and then you kind of piece together players. You bring in a Luke Weaver. You bring in a David Robertson. You bring in, a Mark Canha kind of player. You bring in players that, aren't going to start on a lot of teams, but or have come off really bad seasons that you can kind of put them on 1-year flyers where it's like, okay, Whit Merrifield didn't have a great season with the Phillies and the Braves, so we're just going to kind of offer him a 1-year prove-it deal. He doesn't get anything done. It's a 1-year deal. Nothing comes, nothing gained, nothing lost. Like Craig Kimbrell here, going to offer him a 1-year deal, $8 million contract here on the 1-year deal. Hector Neris going to offer him a 1-year deal for $5 million. He was the closer for the Cubs last season, but at 35, I don't think he's going to be looking for long-term deals. I don't think the Cubs are going to be looking to bring him back either. That's why he's here. We're also going to be looking into bringing Gio Urshela to kind of patch the infield. We do have a couple holes in the infield, especially at the shortstop position, since we did trade away O'Neal Cruz at the trade deadline. So we're going to plug him in there. He's got some okay fielding. Mike Clevenger, he kind of fits the whole of Pittsburgh here. We just kind of need a 5th starter. Clevenger, 34, not expected to do anything well. 4.63 ERA, 7.14 record. Kyle Hendricks did okay out of the bullpen mainly for the Cubs last season. I think we can bring him in and kind of have him be that long guy. Maybe if someone gets hurt, kind of kick him into the rotation here and there if he needs a spot start. Juan Soto signs with the Astros. That is not a signing I wanted to see. That's awful for all of MLB. I hate to see that. That's a cursed image. Yep. That is a cursed image. Corbin Burns going to go to the Braves. Braves had a lot of injuries last season, and I think he's going to try and fill some holes in that Braves rotation. It's going to be a very mean rotation right there. I think Fried, Burns, Sale, Strider. Kenley Jansen heads back to the Dodgers on a 1-year deal for the 37-year-old closer right there. It was with Boston this past season, I want to say. So Kenley Jansen going to go back to the Dodgers for 1 season. Johan Oviedo, he was hurt last season for the Pirates, but he's kind of a guy that's been hit or miss. He's got a lot of years of team control left. He's got 3 this year, 3 more years. One of those being arbitration. He's 27 though, 81 overall. So I think he's not going to be really where we need him to be when we're ready to compete. So we're going to be trading him to the Nationals for Carter Kieboom. And that's going to be part of the trade here. He's a 1-year contract, so either he does well or we just kind of let him walk. But the main piece for Johan is going to be Robert Hassel III here. C potential outfielder, could play first base, left, center field, 23 years of age. he does have a couple more rooms to grow, especially when it comes to that contact. So he's probably going to be in the minor league system for the next season or two. But we're going to the Nationals right there. Nationals are in a kind of weird spot where they can kind of compete with their young talent, but they need some vets too that actually can produce. So I think that's a good trade right there, especially because outfield's a kind of a log jam. We're also looking to move on from Brian Hayes. You gotta think why. Honestly, he can't hit righties too well. He's a defensive first guy. Doesn't hit for much power, and 28 years of age. He's on a very long-term extension there, and I think same thing. By the time we're ready to compete, I think he's gonna be on the decline. But we trade him to the Yankees for part of it's going to be Cody Clemens here. Didn't play at all in the majors last season, but he's got 5 years of team controllability left right there. He's got 1 year and then 4 more after this, 3 of them being arbitration. But the main piece is going to be Spencer Jones here, top 5 prospect for the Yankees. So we were trading him for the outfield prospect Spencer Jones. So we're adding 2 pieces mainly this offseason to the outfield, a couple utility guys to the infield, outfield depth. But Yankees going to be accepting that trade right there. Brian Hayes going to go to New York. Spencer Jones, Cody Clemens going to come down to Pittsburgh. And you like to see that one right there. So, let me know in the comments down below what you feel like of these trades. We're also going to be trading Joey Bart here. Joey Bart, odd man out here when it comes to the catcher position. Endy Rodriguez is healthy. And then also Henry Davis progressed during the season. And I don't have a spot for Joey Bart, so we'll be trading him to the White Sox, who he's going to be starting for. He will be starting. I did make sure I sent him to a team where he'd be starting for a reliever right here. See potential 24-year-old reliever. Nothing too special on that trade right there. That was just to try and do kind of right by Joey, get him a starting spot, because he kind of split time with Yasmani last season here in Pittsburgh. But take a look here at the lineup. We got Reynolds DHing, Urshela at short, Kalanick in center, Rooker at first, Sawinski in right versus lefties. We have Olivares versus right versus righties, Henry Davis versus lefties, Endy Rodriguez versus righties. Take a look at our rotation. We got Skeens, Jared Jones, Domingo German, Mike Clevenger, as well as Quinn Priester, Falter, Hendricks, Holberman, Fleming, Hector Neris, Craig Kimbrell, and Forrest Willie going to be in the bullpen here. But text on YouTube, though. Peace out.